Drop a like and do share. Leave your comments and do not forget to subscribe for more videos.
Hello and welcome to Edupedia World.
Welcome to SAP UI5 training session. Till now we have seen a basic example of OSHL, and now in this session I'll be telling you there is another way of creating SAP UI5 project. The one thing is right click here, new project, and we have to type SAP here. So you'll be getting SAP application project and you'll say next. Then you'll give the project name SAP UI5 app 2, and default location you have to set where your project will be sitting. Then we have libraries. We can choose SAP UI Commons is for desktop and SAP M is for mobile. And options, last time we have unchecked this. We have unchecked this and set finish. That is one way of creating SAP UI5 project. Okay. And the next one is you have to check this. So once you check this and say next, it will ask you for different types of views. So when it asks different types of views, what do you have to do? Here you can give the name. You can say the first, and you can choose different types of views. And I'm choosing JavaScript as of now, because till now we have done a JavaScript coding. So I'm doing JavaScript, and in latest sessions we'll be discussing each view. I'm saying first, and I have taken a JavaScript and I said finish. Yeah, once it is finished, the project will be created and the default views will be displayed. So this is SAP UI5 app 2. So the folder structure will be the descriptor, JavaScript resources, whatever the libraries are there, it will be here, Java related, and the JavaScript related libraries will be here. So once we load application, our resources will be stored here. By default it will come, like as we discussed before, by default SAP UI.core library will be here, JavaScript resources. So build, nothing is there right now, so we can actually in future you'll be using this build. This build is for building your application in a secure manner. So there is ANT, which what does it do is whatever the JavaScript code you write, it will minimize so that no one can understand it. It will minimize means no one can understand, in the sense no malicious attack can understand your code. So it will be secure, and then you can write the code again, that's not a problem. So this is for build. And the next is web content. So in the web content we have our SAP UI5 app 2, because we have taken a project name and the second one a folder is created. Why this folder is created? Because we have checked create initial view. When we say create initial view, a default folder with the project name only it creates. Then we have given first name, right? So there you'll be creating controller and a view. This is how you create first controller and first view.js. So these are the controls and these are the views. So now you can see there is some naming difference, like first view, first controller. So what is this? we'll be seeing in this session. So once we see the view comes like this by default, and the first controller comes like this, default with some functions, and we'll see how the controller and view works. So basically this is the one other way of creating SAP UI5 project. Now we'll move on. So as we discussed, there is other way. So here we have, see, in Eclipse, right click on the project pane to bring up the context menu, and then you have to click on new and project, and then after that you have to choose SAP UI5 application project, and you have to click next. Then you can give the name of the project in this particular field, and the target devices, desktop or mobile. So now the UI is changed, like for desktop it says SAPUI.commons, and for mobile SAP.m. So just choose the target audience and then check this create initial view, and then click on next. Then your project will display, and you can give the name of the controller and view. So we'll see what is a view and what is a controller today. And the last screen shows you the summary of the project, what are the libraries it will be loaded. So in this we have comms.sap.ui5.core, that is a core library which will be loaded, and commons library will be loaded, and this all libraries will be available for desktop. See, UX3, visualization, mobile, MakeIt, Viz, etc. And once you say finish, the project will be created. And like this, the structure will come. Yeah, this is a. So we'll add a basic shell to see how it works for the view. So we have created a content, simple m.page it comes. Now what we do is, in this controller, in this create content, you will be writing. Yeah. Basically, I'm showing an example, and I have to where o shell equal to sap dot. You have to start with new. New sap.ui.ux3.shell. Okay. Return ocean. This is what we're going to do, and in this index.html we have to make sure that that ux3 is included. So we'll go here and we'll check first what ux3 sap.ui. I'm saving this, and I have to deploy this project on my Tomcat server. So we have to do run as and click on run on server, and it will ask for the Tomcat and just say finish. Yeah, restart. Yeah, it is taking some time to restart, and it is synchronized, and then we can see the changes. Yeah, we'll check the Tomcat is started. Yeah, started and synchronized, and this will come. Yeah, once it is http://localhost 8080/SAPUI5 app 2. So we'll copy this. So when we run the app displays like this with the shell content, but this is blue crystal, so we have to change it to gold reflection. And we'll go there, we'll save that, and once we run the app, yeah, this is a gold reflection. Refresh the page, see, by default this all comes. So when we say OSHL, by default feed, search and logout button will be displayed. So this is one way of doing, and how this works is from index.html we'll see. So in this index.html we have a doc type HTML. This is mentioning the version of HTML, and HTML starts with HTML tag, and head, we have a header information. In this header information only we'll have a script tags where our JavaScript code will be written, and we have a meta information. This meta information will say that it can be compatible in IE. IE means Internet Explorer. So this is a compatibility code. Meta information need to be written, and then we will mention the content type, where the content type refers as in the code whatever you write in this project will be converted to UTF. So UTF will be accepted by any browser. So this is what we mention, the content whatever we write in application will be translated to UTF, and it will be run on any browser. And then there is a bootstrapping content where we are selecting the resources, and then we are giving an ID of bootstrap, and then we are including the libraries sap.m and sap.ui.ux3, and we have given a theme called SAP Gold Reflection, and we can change this gold reflection to blue crystal or else your own theme. And then we have a script tag. So in this script we have SAPUI.local resources. This means we are loading this particular folder. So we have to load this folder, then only we can access this and this files. So this means we are loading resources here. We are loading resources here, and then the app means we are taking sap.m.app as initial page as a id first one. So it says that sap.m.app, will discuss that in M controls. So initially, as of now, think there is an app means we are creating an application in mobile, and initial page ID first. We are given an ID to this initial page. So this ID is what we are initiating the view here. We are instantiating view by saying that just please pick instantiating instantiating view here. So what we are trying to do is, so in this we have taken a page variable and we are given SAPUI.view. This means it will hold a view. In this we are passing parameters like ID as an ID name. This name and this name should match, and then we are saying view name pick from SAPUI5 app2.first. What is this SAPUI5 app2.first? So what we have done before is we have loaded SAPUI.app2. So SAPUI.app2. So it will go into this particular folder because we already loaded. So the system will understand that we have to pick from this particular folder and search for first. So when we go to first view, because we are talking about view, so it will come here. This name and that name should match. The name which we have given there and this name should match. SAPUI.UI5 app2.first. And then in index.html we have given the same name. If you haven't loaded these resources, then it will not check in this particular folder and first. It will throw an error saying that the view cannot be instantiated. And then we are mentioning, we are given a name, but we have to mention which type of file it is. It is a JavaScript file and HTML file or JS file or XML file. Because in SAPUI5 we have 4 types of views: HTML, XML, JS and JSON. So we have to mention that. So how to mention that? We have to use a type property. In that type we have to mention sapui.code.mvc. MVC is model view controller. View type is JS, so JavaScript. So it will directly check SAPUI5 app2.first.js file. And where it will check? It will check in this particular folder. And this folder is under web content. So always remember, whatever we save inside web content can be accessed throughout the application. So whatever you do above it cannot be accessed unless this is resources files. That we have to be clear. And we are adding a page to m.app. App is an application. Like we have taken OShell, right? OShell, we are placing it in this particular page in this app. So this page contains this particular view. In this particular view we have OShell and we are placing it in the content. So this content and this content should match. So we are placing it at this particular thing. And it will go to this view, and then how model view controller works will be discussing in the next session. So this is other way of launching or creating a new application, SAPUI5. We'll once again go through. Right? So what we have done is we have created a new project, and then we have chosen SAPUI5. In this SAPUI5 we have checked this. So once you, this is your target audience. In the slides it gives desktop, here it is mobile. So here it gives SAPUI.commerce, this means desktop, SAPM is mobile. So you give your name here and create the initial view and say finish, and your project will get created. And this is how you see. So this is other way of doing creating an SAPUI5 project. In the next session we'll be discussing MVC architecture.